Good morning. So last year I attended Kathy Ann's intention workshop, and I set for myself a big, audacious, hairy intention to get out of debt. And now I've been in debt before, and then I just get back in, and then I get in debt, and then I get out, and then I get in, and I was done. And at the beginning of 2015, I was actually probably over half my annual income in consumer debt. So I'm not talking mortgage debt, I was just consumer debt. And I was in a place where I never wanted to borrow money again. I wanted to kick those credit cards to the curb. I was done. I wanted to spend within my means. And if I wanted something, I actually had to pay cash for it. Oh, crazy talk, right? So here's what happens when you set an intention. Things actually start to show up. Now, Publishers Clearinghouse did not knock at my door. And I didn't win the lottery yet. Gonna do that, I am. But I was really looking for a place where I could figure out how to do this because I didn't want to keep repeating old patterns. I needed a paradigm shift. I needed something to happen. And about 3 months into my journey, this program came along that showed me how to get out of debt, stay out of debt, create wealth, and give generously. And I thought to myself, well, maybe my soul's intention wasn't so much to get out of debt as it was to be a generous giver. And to do that, I had to get out of debt and get my finances correct. So as I started the program, I started working on things. I had to do things like set a budget. Oh, God. And I was thinking, I hate budgets. But you know what? I'm a super control freak, and had I known about this budget thing before, I mean, it's like I get to tell my money where to go, and I know where it goes. That's amazing. So that was so freeing. Jobs started showing up outside my regular job. Just one-off things that just came to me, and I was like, great, I'll take the cash. I sold a car that I absolutely adored and loved, so there's a sacrifice in this. And I bought a cheaper car with better gas mileage and lower mileage. I'm loving that car. The point of this is that I had to make sacrifices too. And I'd like to quote one of my mentors who says, let God, pray like it all depends on God, but work like it all depends on you. So two of the big demonstrations I'd like to share with you is, one, I was attending fashion design school for the last couple of years. And this last semester I didn't go because I didn't have the money in my budget. I didn't know how I was going to pay for it. I didn't know how I was going to continue to do this, and I'm really passionate about it. And so that was a real struggle for me. And in November, the director of the school approached me about teaching classes and how to write business plans for her certification program. And guess what I get in return? Free classes. So I get to continue my program. And the second big one for me that I knew this was God talking, this was totally God, all God. I was on a chat with my boss one day, and he said, oh, by the way, you're getting an extra $1,000 on your paycheck. And I said, well, what for? Because we don't give bonuses or anything like that. He says, for all that great work you did on this job, on this project here, working on this knowledge base. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. And I just knew right then that was God showing up through my work to give me what I need, the support I need. So I stand here before you a year later, completely debt-free. Yay! Not going back, not going back. And it's awesome, but what really came out of this was these amazing things I went through and the things I learned and the things I gained. And one of those was gratitude. Of course, I had gratitude, but God showed up me so many fun in various ways. I'm so much more content now. I don't really want for much. I'm not really into the materialistic things. I'm sure the Joneses are great. I love them, but whatever. I didn't really ask for anything for Christmas. My family's like, maybe a book, and that'd be good. But the biggest thing for me was self-forgiveness. I really struggled with the blame, shame, and regret part of this, of really not being intentional with my money in the past, of just making the mistakes over and over again. And every time I got really aggressive about paying off this debt, those things came up for me. And fortunately, I had my Sangha sisters and prayer practitioners here and the support of this amazing place, and I'm getting through it. I'm still dealing with it, but it's taken me so far. So I would like to close my little power talk with a quote from the Bible. Deep breath. Jeremiah 29:11, because I know you'll be reading this later and you'll want to look it up. For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That would be my intention for all of you in 2016, to prosper with hope and to have an amazing future. God bless you.